This is Newcap News with Michaela Henshaw.
Good evening. The Lloydminster RCMP are asking for the public's help after a woman was allegedly sexually assaulted over the weekend. The incident is reported to have occurred between 10 and 11 p.m. on Saturday on 75th Ave north of Highway 16. Police are looking for an older white car that has a small spare tire on the front driver's side with a Manitoba license plate. Anyone with information regarding this vehicle or the assault is asked to contact RCMP or Crime Stoppers. Well, the City of Lloydminster wastewater treatment plant is in dire need of upgrades. The federal government has said the facility is in violation of their standards. And Brittany Matika reports on the large debt the city could be taking on to pay for the project.
City Council has been aware of the issues with the wastewater treatment plant and wants to get the ball rolling on repairs.
First reading of a borrowing bylaw. What we're proposing is that to move the wastewater treatment plant forward until we receive government grant funding that we're looking for, we have indicated that we may need to borrow up to $40 million as a city.
The city is hoping to obtain government grant money to help pay for the upgrades.
I want to make sure people understand that the absolute outset, the highest, will be $40 million. We hope to be $30 million or less, but it will depend on government grants and the funding arrangement that we continue to lobby the federal and two provincial governments on.
Albers says the process of borrowing the large sum is a 2 to 3 month process, and he hopes to have more government grants before it's finalized.
Waiting patiently. I don't have an answer. I wish I did. That would have determined how much money we would need to borrow, but until they finally confirm those grants, we're in a waiting position, but at the same time, to keep the process moving forward, the city had to take a step.
The total project is expected to cost $80 million, with the federal and provincial governments covering 2/3 of the bill.
The project hopefully is intended and it will be engineered for 45 years. Now, that is based on today's population and some expansion. As the city grows, we'll have the ability to add on a module or modules.
Albers says regionalization is on the City Council's mind with trading wastewater from the surrounding areas, but they aren't willing to take on any more water until the multi-million-dollar upgrade is completed. Brittany Matika, Newcap News.
Well, we have two animals looking for their forever home in this week's pet project. Marnie is a lovable feline who gets along with everyone, and Lucky the pup is looking for her new best friend. Here's John from the SPCA.
This big ball of fuzz is Marnie. Marnie is an absolutely lovely feline who enjoys nothing more than relaxing on her favorite chair and napping away the day. Marnie currently shares our large cat condo with 3 other felines and gets along with them all famously. She has such a calm and friendly personality. Nothing seems to bother this girl. Whether you're looking for a new friend for your other feline companion or just want a fuzzy friend to cuddle with, you just have to meet Marnie. Stop by the SPCA and say hi to her today. Calm, friendly, and full of love are just a few words to describe Lucky. This beautiful canine is about as laid back as they come. Lucky isn't the kind of dog who's going to run for hours. Rather, she's perfectly content to stay right by your side and soak up the attention. All Lucky needs is a best friend to love her unconditionally, and in return you'll have a loyal companion that will be with you through all of life's ups and downs. Lucky is the perfect name for this wonderful lass, as the family that decides to adopt her will be the luckiest folks around. So what are you waiting for? Visit the SPCA and meet Lucky today.
Pet Project is brought to you by Quick Pick Waste Disposal, Lloydminster's #1 waste and recycling hauler. Quick Pick is waste collection you can depend on.
Well, if you're in Wainwright, you might want to break out your stretchy pants for the Taste of Wainwright Festival, or you can grab some pancakes at an upcoming pancake breakfast. Courtney Ray has those details in What's Happening.
I'm Courtney Ray for 93.7 Wayne FM and Boom 101.9, and here's a look at what's happening in the Wainwright area. The Taste of Wainwright is happening on July 19th, an opportunity to sample an amazing variety of cuisine that is all available right here in the area. Some of the vendors will include Park and Trestle, Cornerstone Co-op, Meat Co., among many others. Tickets are $1 each, and food and liquor services will begin at 5 p.m. downtown Wainwright. The Hardesty Rodeo is July 20th through 22nd, kicking off on Friday morning with a pancake breakfast bright and early at 7 a.m. The parade is at 10 a.m. on Saturday, and that evening there is a live musical performance from Eric Goodwin. Wainwright is still up against Ponoka and Stettler in the Walk and Roll Challenge until August 31st. The Walk and Roll Challenge is a friendly competition to see which town can register the most destinations reached via walking or biking and leaving the car parked at home. You can find the link to register your walks on both the Wayne FM and 1019 Boom website under our events tab. On July 20th, the Czar Lake Bolorama, including wild pony races and a dance, is at Shorncliffe Lake Park. Camping is free the night of the event, but spots go at a first-come, first-served basis. Extra camping spaces are also available in a paid space adjacent to the grounds. You can go to their website for all the full details. The Come By the Hills Music Festival featuring Queen of Scream Darby Mills is on August 17th and 18th. The festival grounds are only 20 minutes north of Wainwright. Other acts will include Brad Saunders, Steve Strongman, Dan and Laurel, 100 Mile House, and the Deer Hearts. For more details and tickets for the event, go to comebythehills.ca. If you have an event you would like us to feature on what's happening in Wainwright, please email us at waynefm@newcap.ca.
This is Newcap Sports.
The Lloydminster Tennis Association is gearing up to host their 4th annual Border City Tennis Tournament this weekend. Bud Miller Park will be filled with participants from Lloyd and all across the prairies. Prize money will be awarded to winners and runners-up of the main competition.
It allows our local players to kind of get new competition in from Edmonton, Saskatoon. Last year we had a guy all the way from Melfort win it. So it just brings a variety of play styles as well as kind of expands Lloyd's reach and just the sport of tennis.
Organizers expect the city's addition of 2 new courts to have a positive impact on the event.
We're expecting a few more people than last year, just because we have new courts, we have a lot more space to accommodate a lot more matches.
Registration to participate in the tournament closes on Wednesday. Well, a month ago, we looked at a new beach volleyball program giving an outlet for youth wanting to improve their game before the indoor school season begins in September. However, as Josh Ryan explains, its growth is resulting in a group of athletes looking at continuing to play beach in years to come.
Summer holidays have kept some of the older athletes from the courts, but the Rustlers beach volleyball program is becoming a big hit with the younger half of the age bracket.
Our younger athletes, our U16s, have kept going. We have a really, really good U16 squad going.
After only a handful of kids were initially registered, more than 40 prospective ballers have churned up the sand courts at Bud Miller Park.
Word of mouth's been a wonderful thing, and we've got a lot of other athletes come out.
My dad saw it on Facebook, and he thought it'd be really interesting for me to try because I really like volleyball, and so I tried it and I really love it.
Peck says the support from parents has been key to the program's fast growth, with some even helping to retrieve loose balls during drills.
Especially me not knowing a lot of people in Lloyd and a lot of young people in Lloyd, the parents have really been able to help me out and help get a lot of other people involved.
The athletes are starting to gain confidence thanks to their basic skills improving, as well as learning to handle the elements.
When you jump, the sand sinks in, so you don't get as much height when you jump, and so it's a little harder to block and hit.
As they get better on the sand, get used to the wind, get used to the ball, things like that, they're starting to understand how much that's going to help their indoor game, but they really won't fully understand until they go back onto the indoor court.
This summer was intended as a one-off for Peck, but the response from the kids and their parents now has him looking at 2019.
We've already had a lot of interest with people who want me to run the program again next year and want to come back and do it again, and people who didn't participate this year want to come be part of it next year. So the whole thing's gone amazing our first year, and then it could only get bigger and better next year.
Josh Ryan, Newcap Sports.
All right, that's your first look at sports. Brandon will have a look at your weather details after the break.
This is Newcap Weather with Brandon Hess.
So another hot day today in the city. We still have a heat warning in effect for a bunch of regions: Lloydminster, Wainwright, Vermilion, Provost, as well for Bonnyville, St. Paul, Cold Lake, and Lac La Biche. So this is when the maximum daily temperatures are reaching 29 or warmer, and the morning lows 14 degrees or higher. So Lloydminster tonight, we should be above 14 degrees for the morning low. And here a look at the daytime highs that we saw from earlier today. So very warm in through the south. 34 degrees in Provost and Macklin, 32 in Wainwright, 31 Vermilion, 30 Marwayne and St. Paul, 29 Bonnyville, 30 in Pierceland, 30 in Maidstone as well, 29 St. Walburg, 31 Meadow Lake and Green Lake. So the satellite map does show area of high pressure over our region. That is the reason we are seeing the warm and sunny skies through today. That will continue to move off towards the east as the low moves in off of the coast. So right now there are some showers and storms developing in the lee of the Rockies as that low moves in from the west. So warm front first, and then the cold front for tomorrow will drop our temperatures into the mid-20s. And there's also right now a severe thunderstorm watch for areas in through the foothills. You can maybe see it on the corner of your screen, or it may be cut off. Some red cells popping up there on the bottom left corner. That is moving up out of the foothills and moving towards the east. So if you can see that there, that's moving up into our region. 30% chance of a shower or a storm overnight in Lloydminster. Severe thunderstorm watches right now west of Edmonton near Edson and Rocky Mountain House regions. And next 24 hours, so it does show that area moving in from the west. So maybe higher chance near Cold Lake, Lloydminster, 30% chance overnight tonight as that tracks in towards the east. And daytime temperatures for tomorrow, so 27 in Provost and Macklin, 26 Maidstone, 24 St. Walburg, 25 Meadow Lake, 25 Wainwright, 24 Vermilion, 23 St. Paul and Bonnyville, and 25 in Marwayne. So the Battlefords right now 30 degrees. 16 degrees tonight, 31 degrees tomorrow, 40% chance of a shower or a storm. So there's a dew point of 20 degrees. That could be very bad if we had some very severe weather moving in, because the Edmonton tornado back in 1987, the dew point was up near 18. So that could be a bit concerning, especially maybe Friday in Lloydminster. We'll keep a close eye on that. Cold Lake right now, 30 degrees. It feels like 33 though, with the humidity, and 17 degrees tonight, 25 degrees tomorrow. Chance of an overnight storm and 60% chance of a storm for tomorrow. Winds out of the southeast. Lloydminster right now looking at temperatures 29. Risk of an overnight storm tonight, 30% chance, and a 40% chance of a storm for tomorrow. Daytime highs reaching 24. And I'll look at the 7-day forecast. So Thursday, 24, that should be a dry day. 25 on Friday, keep an eye on that day. That could be very stormy. 23 on Saturday, 40% chance of a shower or a storm. 19 Sunday, 90% chance of a shower and a storm. The winds start to pick up a little bit, and 21 by Monday and 22 for Tuesday.